The $327 million Brad Pitt thriller with one of the darkest endings in film history comes to HBO Max next month. One of David Fincher's most iconic films, featuring one of Brad Pitt's most iconic performances, is heading to a new streaming home on HBO Max. In little more than a week, director David Fincher's 1995 classic 7 starring Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman will be making its way to HBO Maximum. 7 will be available to stream on the fan-favorite platform beginning September 1. Directed by Fincher from a screenplay by Andrew Kevin Walker. 7 stars Pitt and Freeman as the newly transferred and nearly retired detectives David Mills and William Somerset. The film revolves around the Pay's search for John Doe, a brazen serial killer whose gruesome crimes are all inspired by the 7 deadly sins. The small ensemble cast of 7 is rounded out by Gwyneth Paltrow in the role of Mills' wife Tracy, Richard Roundtree as District Attorney Martin Talbot, John C. McGinley as SWAT Team Leader California, Ali Ermey as Mills and Somerset's captain, and Kevin Spacey as a motorist John Doe. 7 premiered in theaters in 1995 to resoundingly positive, if occasionally polarizing reviews from critics. As of the time of writing, 7 holds an 84% certified fresh rating via review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, as well as a 95% approval rating via the site's audience-generated popcorn meter, the latter of which was averaged across more than 250,000 reviews. During its original run in theaters, 7 brought in well over $327 million, all against a budget of around $34 million. Will fans ever get a sequel to 7? Whilst 7 itself is a complete story, that hasn't stopped New Line Cinema from attempting to develop a sequel. Back in 2002, New Line Cinema used writer Ted Griffin's screenplay for Solace as a basis for a 7 sequel aptly titled EI8HT, which would have brought back Detective Somerset to hunt down a psychic serial killer with his own newly uncovered telepathic powers. Fortunately, none of the original cast expressed any interest in the project, nor did David Fincher, and Solace was eventually released as its own standalone film. New Line Cinema Chief Commercial Officer Richard Brenner responded to the question of whether a 7 sequel might still be on the table with a simple no before adding, "I mean, if David Fincher wanted to do it, sure."